315. Mike 58. Hey, get on. Hey, 58 is a Mike.
Now on 2nd and 16. Wilson out to the right. He gets it to Lockett.
Wilson's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
A gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
Touch 50. Yes, Mike. We got it. Shift job right there. Good job right there. 12.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
I'm coming. 58.
Play action. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now a give, right side. It's Carson, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tackle made.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run again with Carson.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defender.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
He uncorks it for Snead. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Marquise Brown.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Complete.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
On the Seahawks 45-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. And the The Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. From the gun on third down, Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll run on first down. Carson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd and 7.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
I got you. Check, 25. Crunch.
They'll toss it out to Carson. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Carson, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Shoot! Shoot! Kill! Switch! 14, fight it. Check hot.
They run for it with Carson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
That's another.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
7-yard line.
One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Today's final score.
So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a...
Take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash.